So I got home from a pretty good estate sale. This is the only one that they had this weekend just because it's July 4th. Ended up picking up a bunch of perfume. Perfume always goes well for those that don't know. You just got to make sure that you're labeling your package so it doesn't explode because it's glass and there are fragrances and the liquids. So just make sure you're packing it well. But all these were around 10 bucks in total, so not too bad. Already have these listed. These are some rare vintage perfumes. Probably going to get like 30 to 40 each. But I actually wanted to talk about this one game that I pick up. It's called Cosmic Wimp Out. I just grabbed it because I'm like, this is kind of interesting. I thought it was a fragrance. It was in the same room. Just looked at it. I'm like, okay, this looks a little bit interesting. I couldn't check comps on my phone while at the sale because for some reason the Wi-Fi and the cell service was really bad. So a lot of the items I had picked up was kind of just going off a gut feeling and just trying to see like, okay, I've sold that in the past. I think it's worth some money. Let me go grab it. I ended up picking up like 4 or 5 different Ralph Lauren Pinot Noir button-down shirts. I think they're like $1 or $2 each. Found some nice Columbia boots as well as some other orthopedic shoes that were basically new in box. Those are $5 each as well. But just kind of going off of what I already knew, I took a gamble. I'm going to probably make another video about it, but I actually bought I would say like 50 to 60 different men's ties. They're all kind of spanning towards like the 70s and 80s, so they're definitely vintage, but not really sure about ties. I've only really sold a couple before. So this is really a test. Like, hey, I'm not really into it for that much money. I think we spent like 20 30 bucks maybe max on all the ties, so really just a good test to see if they're any worth anything and to get myself more familiarized with those brands. But like I was mentioning before, this is a rando like kind of Dungeons and Dragons like magic mage kind of game. It's basically just a dice game. You just roll some dice and I think certain things happen. But yeah, I just checked comps because I was really curious, and I usually know if it's a good comp when eBay suggests the name without me completing the listing. So these ended up being $35 plus.